We're gonna start first with our dynamic warm-up. You ready, Coach Julia? I'm ready. Perfect. 4 minutes, 1 round, starting with that back extension lat pull down. So Julia's gonna bring her elbows down and back, making sure she's looking at the floor, keeping her chin tucked in. After that, we got our alternating bird dog. So we're gonna be on those knees right under the hips. She's gonna lift her arm and her leg opposite side and switch. Make sure that core is engaged for these. Then we got our hip rocks. So for this movement, Julia's gonna bring that leg out to the side. She's gonna sit her hips back into that back heel and repeat. Last exercise, Julia, we're gonna take it to our plank to alternating ankle taps. So Julia's gonna start in that nice plank position, hands right under the shoulders. She's gonna take that arm, tap her ankle, and then reset. Let's go ahead and get to work, Orange family.
Our first touching the woods, realize it goes through. Sun falls down, but heartbeat rises. Following the echo air, we move from here to there. Just like children, we are free now. A magical moment with you. We found something real. We're not looking back at yesterday or tomorrow. We are here now, we have each other, and our hearts beat together. Oh, oh, 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 hearts beat together.
right, team, so we have an 8-minute block here. The goal is to repeat all 4 exercises until time is called. Ready, Ricky? Yeah. So first exercise up is a half kneeling around the world raise. You're gonna take a big step back, placing that knee on the ground, hands at your side, and you're gonna bring those hands overhead and then right back to your side there. Then feet back together. The second exercise, we have a hip hinge reverse fly, hinging at the hips and leaning forward. Dumbbells out in front of you. You're gonna open up those arms really wide, feeling that pinch in your shoulder blades. Awesome job there, Ricky. And next exercise, we have the alternating single arm shoulder press with a rotation. You're gonna pivot that toe as you extend your arm all the way up, rotating there. And then last but not least, we have an overhead tricep extension. For this overhead tricep extension, nice strong core, extending your arms over your head and then bending at the elbows till you see that dumbbell disappear right behind your head there. All exercises will be at 12 reps, that first one being 6 on each side. Let's get started, team.
All right, Orange family, next block's gonna be 4 minutes. We're gonna do a burpee and a double crunch. They're both gonna start at 8 reps apiece. If time remains and you make it down to 1, you're gonna do your forearm plank until the time is done. You ready, Coach Ricky?
Let's do it.
Let's get to work. First one, that burpee. Hands are gonna go on the ground. He's gonna jump his feet back and stand up nice and tall. Make sure our core is engaged. Our option, walk the feet back, walk it in, and get in that standing position. Next, that double crunch. Laying on back, he's gonna bring his arms and his legs together, getting his elbows to pretty much touch his thighs. After that, if there's time, again, we get that forearm plank. Core is engaged again, hips anchored. We're gonna make sure those eyes are looking down. Keep that set position. Let's get after it.
right, guys, we have an 8-minute block, and you're gonna repeat the exercises until time is called. That is your goal. So, Coach Genesis, are you ready? I'm ready. All right, let's get to it. We have a hip hinge tricep kickback. So feet are shoulder width apart, you're sending the hips back, bringing the elbows in towards your sides, you're extending the arms all the way out and then bringing them back in. Awesome job, moving right into an upright row to a front raise. So you're driving the elbows up towards the ceiling, and then you're gonna extend the weights right in front of you, making sure that you keep the weights never going higher than your shoulders. Your option is just to reduce the range of motion on those. We're gonna switch out for a heavier weight for that iso sumo squat to a front press. So feet are slightly turned out. You're gonna send the hips back. You're gonna press that weight out in front of you, bring it right back in towards your chest. Option just to reduce that range of motion in that squat. Our last exercise, we're gonna go ahead and lose that weight, moving into a plank alternating single arm press. And in that nice plank position, engaging your core, you're gonna bring your hand up towards your chest, extend out, then bring it back to your plank position. Awesome job, Genesis. Option here is to drop down to your knees, still keeping that core nice and engaged, giving me that same action up for your chest and extend out. All right, guys, 12 reps for all 4 exercises. You have 8 minutes of work. Let's go ahead and knock it out.
clock. It's gonna be 6 minutes. Your goal here is to keep going until time is up, all right? Lovely Nikki here is gonna demonstrate the exercise. We're gonna start with a crab to alternate toe tap. Go ahead and bring those hands right below your shoulders. Palms are facing in. You guys are gonna go ahead and tap your toe, alternate it with the next one right here. Option, instead of tapping your toes, you're tapping your knees instead. Now we're gonna roll over for that back extension. Now that belly goes onto that mat. Put those hands on the head, bring it back as soon as you can. Try not to overextend on this one, all right? Then we're gonna move on to the side plank rotation. You guys are gonna be right on your side, bring the hip right up, elbow is gonna touch that floor and go back to the starting position. Your option is to bring that knee right in and go ahead and do it that way. Now we got the last one, which is gonna be the side V up. You're still gonna stay on that side. You guys are gonna crunch it in by bringing both legs right up, squeezing those abs right there. All right, guys, ready to work it out? Let's do it. Let's go.
right, team, so we have a 5-minute block now, 3 exercises in 3 rounds. You're gonna first start off with some iso sumo squats with alternating punches. So you're gonna point those toes out slightly, a little bit wider than the shoulder width apart, punching those arms out as fast as you can. And we're gonna go right into that second exercise after. We have in and outs with a nice athletic stance. You're gonna run in, and out with your feet as much as you can. Then we have number 3, the tuck jump. With that tuck jump, hands go up, drive those knees to your chest as you hop off the ground and bring those hands close to your knees to follow. Your option with that last exercise is to just limit the range of motion, or you can do some jump squats as well. All right, team, let's get started.
time for some flexibility. 20 seconds each stretch. Coach Ricky's here to help us out. You ready, Coach? Yes. Awesome. Starting first with our standing overhead side reach. Ricky's gonna take both arms, reach them over to the side, getting those obliques to really stretch out nice. Next, our standing internal rotator stretch. We're gonna put the palms of our hands right on the small of our back and press forward so we get those rotator cuffs nice and pressed. Standing toe reach, feet just right under the hips, reaching down for those toes. You can also let your head hang heavy for this one. After that, kneeling reverse forearm. So Ricky's gonna get onto his knees, palms are gonna face in towards him. He's gonna lean forward slightly to feel that stretch in his forearms. Last exercise or last stretch is our cobra. So Ricky's just gonna put those hands a little bit further back than his shoulders, and he's gonna lift his top of his body up. Feel that stretch out in his core. Let's go ahead and flex it out.
Leave me alone.